All right, Danny's up. He says, if you're training in your training, you teach to use URL shorteners, but to stay away from Bitly, and that the Google URL shortener will be discontinued. So to stay away from that one as well. Well, Danny, we don't say stay away from the Google URL shortener. We just tell you that it's, we just tell you that it's going to be discontinued because it is. If you have access to the Google URL shortener, use the shit out of it until it's discontinued. I still use it all the time. So I'm not telling you stay away from it. We just tell you, that it's going to be going away. That's it. Bitly, guys, by the way, for those of you that don't understand why we say stay away from Bitly, is because Bitly are 301 redirects until Bitly decides that for whatever reason your destination URL is spammy, and they switch it to a 302, and you have no control over that, and it loses all SEO value at that point. At least it doesn't push page rank or link equity, as it's known, right? So then we have no control over that. It doesn't matter if you have the cleanest, most pristine destination, site that is the destination URL. I don't know what Bitly does to determine or to decide that the redirect is spammy, but they do, and it will switch it from a 301 to a 302 redirect. And that's why I just say stay away from Bitly, because you have no control over that whatsoever. It's just they just do it. And so Google URL shortener is still better or way better because it's just 301. Okay. He says, I have a shortener software called little.im, and it essentially does the same thing as all these link redirect tracking softwares do with retargeting, adding CTA, etc. Would me using this be a good alternative and a smart move? For example, with my Local GMB Pro posts as my Local GMB account for my client, I noticed that you use Google shorteners in some of your posts. So curious of your thoughts. Yeah, you can, Danny. Absolutely. Like I just mentioned to Sam earlier, like I use, well, for example, we even have one of our own. It's smshort.link, right? That's for Semantic Mastery short link, right? So this, this is a WordPress site that has, I'll be damned. What happened? Oh, it's because I'm logged into it. That's why. It's a WordPress site that I just have pretty links installed on, and this is what we use for a link shorteners a lot. Right? This is what I want to show you. I love that. But it's smshort.link. And so this is, like I said, I just use Pretty Link, which is a WordPress plugin, Pretty Links Pro, and we create a lot of redirects with that. I also do that stuff, for some of my client work and things like that. That way, you can absolutely just, as long as it's a 301 redirect URL that you have control over, use it. Right? Okay. Good question.
The only problem that I see with his logic is that starting out, he would have 0 page rank and 0 ranking score. And so the links, the redirects wouldn't be as powerful as other websites with their own, with their accrued, right, page rank already, and with their own ranking score. So that would be the only thing. But you can build it up over time so that it becomes a really powerful source. While you're doing that, you could use something like Owly. It's ow.ly, and now it's inside of Hootsuite. So you have to sign up for a Hootsuite account, but you can use it inside of Hootsuite and shorten all your links and get all the power that you can from Owly.
Yeah.
And so that's working really well. That's the only problem I see with this.